And you gotta change your name back to God instead of King. It goes hard. I mean, this is the problem with calling myself God Alex Gilbert, right? I do want to talk about this one real quick. This is an important thing to talk about God Alex Gilbert. So when I had my name God Alex Gilbert, right? Like you said, it did go hard. I 100% agree. But at the same exact time, I had so many negative comments, hate comments, or just random comments. Because when you put God in your name, because all of my videos, right, if you go back to my old videos, they all had the name God in its title. God Alex Gilbert. It had the search term God. Because it had the search term God, I think YouTube sort of made my content in the algorithm religious type content. It made my content religion. So I get a bunch of people coming in who expect, like, you know, Jesus, expect the Bible, expect holy stuff. And they see like this rapper, right? They see this rapper guy. And then they ask questions. They're like, why are you doing blasphemy? You're not the real God. You know, a bunch of weird questions like that. And I get where they're coming from because, like, you know, like I even made a video saying me calling myself God Alex Gilbert is not meant to mock any religion. It's not meant to mock any deity. It's not meant to mock anyone, right? But people would still come into it. And then some other people say it's too grandiose. It's too braggiose. Like, you suck as a rapper and you're calling yourself God. What are you doing? So there is two people, right? I have the religious crowd that hates me. And I have like the douchebag people that also hate me because my name is too grandiose, despite me making, in their opinion, mediocre rap content. So I took to Reddit and I was like, why are people so obsessed with my rap name? I was like, hey, I've been making rap music for about 6 months now, yada yada yada, you know, the whole story. And most of the comments that I've gotten were not actually about my music, were not actually about me in general, but it was more about my name. People would say, why do you call yourself a god? Why is this blasphemy? Yada, yada, yada. And I would keep telling them, hey, this isn't me making fun of anybody. This isn't even me calling myself a god as in a deity. This is just me getting immersed in my new persona, getting immersed in a new, unique way to say and to speak my mind in my whole universe, like make a whole rap universe. Well, then one of these comments, and this is honestly one of the most influential comments I've ever received on Reddit, period. One of the commenters said, I went through the same thing, right? He made all kinds of names that were controversial and X, Y, or Z thing. He's tried to explain, hey, he didn't mean to make him controversial. That's just how you perceived it. And he told me, hey, if you have to explain your brand name, if you have to explain constantly and defend your brand name or defend your name, defend your branding in general, then it is bad branding. It is bad in general, especially if it's people that you want to have on your side. Like, I don't mind if religious people listen to my song at all. I just don't like it when all they comment is blasphemy and you're gonna go to hell, or why are you calling yourself a god? You are not the god. Like, Jesus is the god. When even though I told him, hey, I don't want to offend you. That's just my whole persona, and it just is what it is. It's a metaphor because it's like rap, and rap is huge on metaphors. And he was like, you should probably just change it, because think about all the energy you're putting into defending your name, defending your brand, when you could put that energy towards something remotely productive. Like, even just arguing with people online by saying my music is good when they say it's bad. That is more productive than arguing about my brand name, especially to people that you don't mind you want to convince to listen to your music. I took that comment to heart because I was like, you know what? You're speaking 100% facts, dude. Like, this Redditor was speaking 100% facts. Think about how much time I'm spending, and I highlighted in my why you call yourself the god video and why you changed your name. I highlighted some of the comments in that video that people were giving me. about my name. And so I changed it to King Alex Gilbert because it's still thematically the same thing, right? Like God and King, they're both like thematically, they're the same. Thematically, you can create your own universe, but it does two things different than God Alex Gilbert. First off, it removes like the religious themes, the religious personas, the religious audience away from YouTube. So like when people search up God, my rap videos don't come up because like it's the first word, God Alex Gilbert. That is the first word in the title, right? So YouTube heavily prioritizes that, right? YouTube heavily prioritizes that. So by me doing King instead, I'm doing more of it, even World of Warcraft, right? Even more of like a World of Warcraft audience, or like a more chill, laid back audience. And it lessens the blow of all the people, like all the grandiose people, because this is what was crazy, right? A lot of people were telling me you're not Eminem, because I think a lot of them assumed that when I call myself God Alex Gilbert that I'm referencing Eminem, rap god, which I was not at all. That didn't even cross my mind, not even at all. Like in the why I call myself the God video, I explained why I named myself God Alex Gilbert, and it was not because of Eminem. But like there'd be so many false comparisons, false dichotomies to me, false audience in general. Like the name God Alex Gilbert, yes, in theory, like you said, goes hard. It goes even harder than King Alex Gilbert. I 100% agree. But it is a risk. It is too much of a risk to my channel in general because I'm getting the wrong audience, right? Because most people, and I don't know, I could be entirely wrong about this, but most people, in my opinion, that are religious probably don't listen to underground rap artists, right? So they're already, and I wouldn't say hostile, but they're already like confused about what the whole point of this persona is. So they click off of my videos, and when they click off my videos early, that tells YouTube, oh, this video's garbage, right? This video is absolute. Then YouTube stops pushing it. And then my videos end up getting thrown into this category of religion. Religious people don't like it because that's not what they're looking for. And then it's just bad all around. I have to constantly, I wouldn't say argue, but defend my position, defend my name in the comments. And it was all around bad. So while in a perfect world, right, YouTube would not push me to the religious audience. In a perfect world, people would understand that me calling myself God Alex Gilbert is a metaphor and not meant to be taken seriously. That is a perfect world. We cannot expect perfect in a non-perfect world. So I changed my name, and ever since I did change my name from God Alex Gilbert to King Alex Gilbert, these comments have all evaporated. Like my people do end up actually watching my content a lot more. People, like, it's all been positive. That's what I'm saying. Like those comments of why you call yourself the God, those all went away. People comparing me to Eminem all went away. Like overall, it has been better. It's been better for me. It's been better for my content. It's been better for my community in general. And maybe one day I'll change my name back, right? Like maybe once when I get like, I don't know, 100,000 subs, I'll change my name to God Alex Gilbert. Because at that point, YouTube already found me my audience. And I have so many fans, so many viewers, so many people. They completely understand me, and they are in the in group, and I no longer have to appease the out group in order to make it on YouTube. But for now, I need to appease the out group. I need to appease the potential fans, because first impression is everything. And if people get put off because they are religious when they might actually be a potential fan, that's just bad for business. Me explaining myself constantly is bad for business. And another thing that actually Tapman pointed out to me is that my initials, God Alex Gilbert, that becomes gag, which I didn't even realize, right? I didn't even realize my initials GAG is gag. And for those who don't know, gag is like a silly joke. So like even my initials were, for me, being a joke. And I 100% agree. I should not be a joke, right? Like my initials should not be gag. So now my initials are KAG, which is not gag. I don't think CAG probably doesn't say anything cool. It probably doesn't, it's probably not an acronym for anything. I mean, I did fold to outside pressure. I will say that, like, outside pressure did cause me to fold, but I believe, like, out of all the hate comments, out of all the pressure I have received, I believe this is one of the only comments and only hate comments and only pressure that is actually good, in my opinion. That is actually good that I folded to, because I probably should listen to them because they are probably making sense. But yeah, that's why I changed my name. That's why I'm probably not going to change my name back to God Alex Gilbert, at least for a while.